Hey guys, welcome back to Thrive Veda. I'm super excited about this week's topic, which is the importance of following your heart when it comes to your career, following your passion. You've probably seen something like this at some point in your life. You've probably noticed it, that you meet someone and they exude optimism. They perhaps are even a somewhat powerful figure in terms of what they've achieved in their life, and yet they have a deep inner smile and a wisdom that exudes from their being. And I'm referring to specifically the people who have taken a dive, taken a risk, and pursued a true passion of theirs. These people are hard to miss because they do have a certain light about them that magnetizes others to them and are quite often quite an inspiration to us all. In this case, pursuing their passions gives them life, it gives them energy, and we can very much take our life in that very same direction by pursuing our own passions. On another level, perhaps a more spiritual level, if you will, pursuing our passions is our purpose. It is a way for us to access enormous amounts of energy. And this will be different, just as every human being's fingerprints are different. Number 3, if you are not doing this for yourself, at least do it for the world. Because essentially, if every single human was able to follow a passion of theirs, whether that's in their career or at least on the side, which takes a certain level of knowing ourselves, if every human being was able to do this, the world would be a much more beautiful place. You would see happier people everywhere, and hence health would not increase for just the average individual, which is an excellent measurement of happiness, as the placebo effect has been shown to be able to change literal matter, the physical body. The placebo effect has been shown to rid people of disease, and the nocebo effect, the exact opposite. So the world needs this. The world needs each of us to be at our best through our pursuit of our truest and deepest passions, and hence the whole world starts to take on a whole different glow. One may ask themselves, is it living truly to simply survive? And many might answer, no. So now let me give you a few practical steps that might make a transition into you pursuing your truest passion much more of a reality. Number 1, and this is something that helped me the most, is meditation. Silence, being there without the constant dopamine stimulus, putting down the phone, getting quiet, and meditating, connecting to the most inner you that you cannot even imagine until you begin to spend time with yourself regularly. And then when we start to understand ourselves, we start to be able to feel the body, feel the soul, one might even say. Then we can really begin to find that inner compass, that guiding light to that point, the point within the deepest part of ourselves that is the truest part of ourselves and our gift to the world. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. It's a conversation I've had many times with not just other people, but myself. And that is, how, Joey, do we go about achieving this when I have bills, when I have responsibilities, when I'm scared? Well, one strong option is After we learn more about ourselves, after what we learn about what makes us tick, what makes us glow and grow, then we start to take baby steps. And whether that's an hour every day pursuing some form of hobby that we know speaks to the deepest part of ourselves, we build on that day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. And from there, we can jump to step 3. Now, taking the baby steps is a safe way of doing it. It's like putting our toes in the water to make sure it's not too cold. But then you have some greats, in fact, many of the greats who have taken that deep dive off the cliff, not knowing whether they were going to hit a rock or not on their way down. And they've achieved some massive things, such as Tony Robbins, who has inspired myself, including many others who had no money at a certain point and who gave away the last of it, if I'm not mistaken, to a homeless person. And he's in obviously quite a different place now. But sometimes giving ourselves not even the option to move backwards is the best way forward. And you may have heard this: the most dangerous enemy is a cornered enemy who has no way out. Or when an army, if you ever studied war strategy, when they have no way out, or their families' lives depend on their winning, there is no way out, they give it much more than they ever would have had they had the easy way out. So now baby steps is an option, but maybe, and this is for each of you to decide, maybe taking that deep dive is the most surefire route to follow that deepest passion. I hope that this video brought something valuable to you. And if it did, or if you think it might help anyone else, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.